Good morning, everyone. Morning, good afternoon. Hey, everybody. All right, I see a lot of people with their chat on host and panelist. If you can change it to everyone, that would be awesome. So we all can see what's going on. Yeah, Taco Tuesday. Yep. Yeah, it is tax day. It's a good point. It's tax day. Yep. Who did? Everybody? We got 235 people in here.
In here. Let's put the mic here. Good day, everybody. What is it today? Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing well. Lunchtime is here. Let me go ahead and pull up YouTube real quick, and then I'll pull up the regular channel, and then I'll say hello to everybody. Give me 1 second here. There we go. There we go. Hey, Federico, Richard, Walker Ventures. Yeah, we do actually yes, in the trading zone. Hey, Bill, Steve, Dave. Oh, let me turn my sound off. There we go now. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Now let me go here to hey, Piet de Brock, Kevin, James, Art. We got Brendan. We got Herbert. Hey, Herbert. How are you? Hey, Jill. We got Adam. You too, Adam. We got Keith. We got Joy. We got Ernie. We got Jill. We got Name. We got Gus. We got Debbie. We got Robert. We got Ernie, Kevin, James, Jesse, James, Nathan. Hey, Nathan. Russ. Hey, Russ. Got a lot of James here. It's Geothi, if I'm pronouncing your name right. Geothi. We got Steve. We got Kathleen. We got Leonardo from Costa Rica. I love that. Bob, Catherine. We got Genevieve. We got Jaltman. Hey guys, how are you? Haven't seen Ken. I hope Ken is okay. William's in the house. Vertuvian, Raj. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Because I'll tell you, this everybody's doing well. This market is not doing so well. We got Ivano, Zoom user, Rupika. Uh, Hello, everybody. Hey, Jill. Ah, he was having his other eye done today. Gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense. Let me just pull up my TC 2000. We'll get into all our. Yes, market is schizo. It's the market is something. The market is something or nothing. I don't know how you want to look at it, but just sitting on your hands. Yeah, that's a good idea, Boyd. Yeah, sitting on your hands is good. This is horrific price action. Christopher says, "Would you please review the momentum indicator on new Alpha Zone?" It's not on the Alpha Zone. It's on. I reviewed the one that's out on the Alpha Zone many times. I asked Cam why scales are different for the two. You have the MBD reference makes me think of MACT, but I don't see a signal. Hey, Christopher, I don't know if you know this or not, but this is not a customer support service session for Alpha Zone. Send me an email. I'd like it to be on Alpha Zone. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I put on Alpha Zone what Alpha Zone needs already, and the indicator we're talking about is not for Alpha Zone. It's for the um, Pro Trader dashboard, and it's already in the members area. And if you have a question, please send it to Matt Christopher. All right, Carlos. There you go. Final squeeze zone. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Peter, good morning. Marlo, good morning. Zoom user, good morning. All right. If I thought it would be useful on Alpha Zone for trading 5 minute charts, I would have put it in there, guys. Michael, just FYI. Brett says using the week to rewatch Full Trader Bootcamp, Pro Trader Dashboard, and Alpha Zone Pro videos. That's probably the smartest thing you could be doing. Maybe a little underwater basket weaving with Clyde and me, but that's about it. You should have seen Clyde this morning, Matt. He was just like ugh. One of those things. All right. A few things I want to talk about. Hey, Dave, how are you? Good to see you, Dave. Art says very choppy markets. China canceled Boeing deliveries. Yeah, not good. Richard from Puente Gorda was actually saying that this morning, Art, in the morning show. Ever make a guest appearance? He does make a guest appearance sometimes. He'll sit next to me on the left side. Not often, but sometimes he does. He will, but I got to be at home for that. I can't take him to work. They would fire me and hire Clyde instead. I can't have I can't have that level of competition. Daniel, what I've been saying for the last month, cash is king right now. Yep, underwater basket weaving. Yep. Would be better than this market. Yep, Matt, you're right. Flat consolidation. Is Pro Trader Scanner ready for TradingView? That's a great question to ask Matt.
Not yet.
What's going on with that? What's the problem? I mean, we got the code all done. Is it publishing it or something?
Yeah, it's publishing it.
What's the problem? What's the problem with
Neither
publishing?
Kane nor I can figure out how to get something to publish that's custom. I had Kane looking at it too because he's also trying to publish something for his.
Okay. Well, we got the code. I guess we're just trying to publish it.
No, I finished the code. Yeah.
I know. Maybe you can look into it later today, okay? When you're done managing this position we've been in. We've been in the same position for an hour, what, about an hour now?
More than that.
An hour and a half, and it hasn't gone anywhere. It's literally right where we got in, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, pretty much. About 20 cents away.
I mean, Clyde knows exactly what's happening. Hey, there's Richard from Puente Gorda. He was mentioning that you were talking about Boeing this morning, Richard. I didn't forget. Even though there was over 600 people in the room, I remember you mentioning that. No, he's no office cat. He's Clyde is way too spoiled. Matt says, please give me an email address. Matt at rogerscott.com.
I posted it.
Oh, thank you. Because you've been doing this for a while now, and I cannot tell. So can I really gain any money because I've been doing this for a while now, and I cannot tell? Zoom user, you're not even here to get me to answer your question. Okay. No, Zoom user, you will never ever make money doing this. No. David says 12 for 12 and Alpha Zone Pro with average of 11.6% average, great scalping. But Zoom user, you will never make money doing this. Here's what Dave just posted. Everybody will, but Zoom user who's not here anymore won't. People are amazing. Uh, I think people are just frustrated right now. Hey, we got Agnes. Nice to see you all too. HG also trading view. AutoZone is not okay. Did you send an email to Matt? Send an email to Matt HG, okay? Yep. Yep. Know the feeling. There's Chop, Castano, Lob. We're going to get started right now. Sorry to forget. Change for everyone to see. Yep. Thank you. Sent already? I didn't see it. And if I didn't see it, the odds are he won't see it. Make sure I see it, HG. See, there's got to be a nutnik in the room who will make sure he sees it, if you know what I mean. All right. And like everyone, we know these sessions they are. Carlos says SMH and Mags below starting channel. We're positioned well. Just need to let the market show its hand. Can't wait for Fractal Edition and PTB. Yeah, I thought it was already there. We added it to didn't you already give it to customer service? The fractals? So what the hell are they holding it back for? I love the suggestion to go through training again this week. Use this choppy time wisely. Exactly. All right. Now, with all that said,
They're in the members area.
it's in the members area?
Yeah, I asked Deanna yesterday. She said yes.
It's in the members area, guys. I'll show my screen right now. Where's my TC 2000? There it is. There it is. I think they're confusing this for a customer service session, Matt. Folks, I'm going to explain this once and I'm going to explain it for all. If you're looking for answers, I don't have them for you. There will be no answers here. The only reason I'm here is to stimulate your mind and to frustrate you a little more and to weed out the folks who have no future in this and to get people who are really interested to really get focused. I'm not going to answer any questions about technical support. This is not the time. This is not the place. Michael says DRE. Michael, is there a reason in God's name are you writing in capital letters and you're writing it to me? First of all, Michael, I'm going to post this for everyone. Second of all, I have no idea what you're saying. I don't know if you're talking in code, and I don't think I want to try to figure it out with 450 people here. But we have a customer service team that has a lot of people. Yeah, what are you yelling at me for, Michael? What did I do to you? I don't know what you're saying, Michael. I don't know. I like caps, and I'm sorry. Okay. Rakesh, I give that out to you every morning. Marlon, I didn't do anything, and I'm not going to. But maybe Matt can try it. Can you try changing it so the default is? I
asked them to do it already. If we can do it, they'll do it.
Yeah, if they
I've
can
asked them twice.
Guys, I think you're giving Matt and me way. Look, I want you guys to understand something. This is not like a mom and pop company. This is a multinational company where we have 31 people in customer support. We don't do that. We don't do any of these things you guys are asking us to do. All right. All right. Now, hopefully I could start. So if you're looking for customer service, if you're asking for answers, I'm not going to do any of that for you. But I am going to show you what I think the market's doing right now. No, Marlon, me asking has no power because I don't do it. See, I don't get into their job. They don't get into my job. If you send me a ticket and you already open a ticket there, it'll just open up a second ticket and it'll just delay you. I'm explaining to you. I got into this job. You see, I used to have a business. It was called Market Geeks. It was about a decade ago. And that's where I was doing everything myself with the help of 2 people. Now I'm in a position where I don't have to do any of those things. What possesses you to think I'm going to start now at my old age? Yeah, VIP means very important person. I'm the VIP person in here. All right. So I wanted to show you this. So you guys could see. Now, now, if you're interested in learning about the markets, I can help you with that. All this other stuff, I don't want to hear it. Write a letter and send it to somebody else. All right. All right. Now let's continue. Hopefully we can begin this. A lot of complaints, a lot of complaints, a lot of so as you guys can see here from the 14th, we're getting tighter and tighter and tighter. He's not going to do anything. We don't do that, Marlon. We don't have access to that. We have a team that has access to that. Yeah. So as you could see right here, they don't give us access to that, Marlon. They don't even. I couldn't even set up a channel. Matt and I couldn't even set up a channel for him yesterday for Teams from Skype, moving from Skype without getting the team involved. Tell me it's not true, Matt.
No, that's true.
I'm telling you, we have no control over anything here. All right, you see the problem here, and what happens to these channels usually? They continue getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And if this channel gets tighter, it's not going to be good for us. It's not going to be good for us because we're going to have even less volatility. And we don't want that because it's already getting kind of low. Now, one of the good things about this is be careful of the Vold right now, Matt. It's moving up with the SPY position, futures position. One of the good things is technically VIX is supposed to come off. So if we get a little downside in the VIX here, that can help us. We're almost at that level. We're like right at 28, 29. Once we get to 25, 20, then, people go outside. The storm is over. They visit their relatives, all that stuff. Okay, all that stuff. So that's how that works. Advanced decline line's been kind of smacked in the middle. I liked what I was seeing this morning, but then crapped out. Vold is not really very choppy, upwards bias, but kind of choppy. And Tick is doing squat. We got equal basis. So I'm not really seeing this as a major run day today, unless something happens in the afternoon. So far, I am extremely happy that I have not initiated any positions, except for just a couple of positions and just a couple of programs. Very defensive positions. We have a current position in the pit that we've had from Friday of last week. I have not initiated any new positions. I don't know if I will. Let me explain to you guys the situation. Hey, Frosty B. How are you doing, Val? How are you doing? I want to confirm even a call moving the right direction will lose value. That's right, Sean. You see this? Let me show you this. See this right here? VIX is direction blind. It's sensitivity to this. This. It doesn't see direction. You understand? So what happens is, as this gets tighter, volatility is going to get tighter. You're going to have a volatility crush if this doesn't break out one way or the other, and we have no idea which way it will. And if you think I do, I have no idea what Trump will say next. I don't know, and he's completely driving this market right now. And by now, everybody knows that. I don't have to. Hopefully, we don't have to have an arguments about this. And I'm not going to get into all this tariff stuff. Please save it for somebody who wants to hear all that. I have a headache from all of it already. I just care about technical price action. So, that's what I said, Gitano. I said that we have a holiday weekend. That's called a fragmented week. I've mentioned it a few times already today. Fragmented week really means that large institutions are going to take off early. Not only are they going to take off early, they have the perfect excuse to take off early. The market's not doing anything. Furthermore, VIX is inflated. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but about 30% of value funds, certain mutual funds, not hedge funds, certain mutual funds are classified as value investors. These value investors, they don't buy if VIX is inflated. If VIX is over a certain level, they just don't buy. They don't sell, but they don't buy. They just hold. And hopefully VIX continues moving lower instead of higher. We will start seeing, hey, Debbie from Dallas, how are you? We will start seeing some movement. So I really don't care which way the market goes. I really don't. It makes zero difference to me. it makes as much difference to me as what Trump is doing. The only thing I care about is the reaction that the market will see. That's all I care about. I couldn't care if he makes tariffs 300%. I don't care if he makes tariffs 5%. I just want him to do whatever it is he's going to do so we can move on with it. That's my only concern. And that's the same concern that I've been having for 2 months now. Okay. So VIX is it doesn't have it's directional blind. So again, as of right now, volatility is going to start moving a little bit lower, or kind of just wait and see to see which side we break out on. We're in a very symmetrical triangle. This may be in the coil before the cut inside Apex 541. Yeah, right around there. Right around there, Carlos. Thereabouts. Thereabouts. Exactly, Mike. Not even Trump knows what to say. I don't know. I don't know, and I honestly couldn't care. You see, price action will tell us everything we need to know, but price action can't do anything for us till Trump stops talking. Because it's a superseding if anybody went to law school, you guys all know what a superseding intervening act or an intervening superseding act is. Palsgraf case. I still remember it from law school. The point is, it cuts off all the technical stuff that's happening. So we got to be really mindful of this right now. We got to be very mindful of where we're at right now in the structure of things. Now, you will also notice that the only thing that's up over 1% here is financial services. Nothing else, which means the market is fairly boring and fairly random. You need to have something over 1%, and we know why financial services are up and volume is buzzing a little bit because we have earnings on them. So there's no major surprises. Several financial CEOs believe we're in a recession. Boyd, NVIDIA means nothing when it's up 1% and it's doing this on a daily chart. It has an inside day. What does it mean it's up 1%? From what? From where? You see, I could tell that Boyd is focused on this right now instead of been focusing on what he should be focused on, which is this. What is NVIDIA doing, Boyd? It hasn't gotten above high. I wouldn't even add it to my scanner. If something is not above yesterday's high or below yesterday's low, I wouldn't even look at it. I wouldn't even think about it. Okay? Stop looking at this and start looking at this. Good. I don't want to see you looking at this, Boyd. You're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. You see, Boyd, this is a major resistance level for this excitement that you're seeing to the upside right now. And you see how it's starting to cool off? The big picture, the big picture. We're in a downtrend. Why would you want to go up here? You got the 50-day moving average. I could tell you 100 reasons why this is a bad trade. And even if you make money on this trade, it's still a bad trade. You're in a downtrend on a stock. I explained to you it's a bad time to trade. This means nothing right now. Nothing. You got to actually listen. You got to actually listen. Okay? All right. Remember what I say to you? If it doesn't look like a swing trade to me, it would never go on my list as a day trade. Do you remember I said that, Boyd? Listen. Listen. Stop focusing on what the government's going to do. It means very little. And I mean, when I say very little, it means nothing. This will tell you Folks, tell Boyd how many elections I was able to predict 3 weeks in advance every single time. Every one of them. Every one of them. You know why? Because the price told me exactly who was winning every time. And I pointed it out and showed it to you guys every time. What, third time already? Every time. And I know nothing about politics. All right. Price action, folks. People say a lot of things, but when it comes to their money, they're very, very careful. Yes. Yes. All right. So, a few things I want to mention to you. A few things I want to mention to you that are important right now. Right now, we just begun the earnings quarter, okay? We've had, I don't know, 50 companies report so far. They've reported about 6.5 higher EPS and 5.7% higher revenue. 65% have beaten EPS. That's on my long list. We'll cover it today, Omar. Okay? I'm talking about S&P 500, which is the only thing I care about. Um, 74, 72 have beaten revenue. But again, this is 10%. Looking at the quarter as a whole, we're looking for expectations to be up 6.3% on 3.9 higher revenue, which would follow 14% earning growth on 5.7% higher revenue. Okay. So it's too early to tell, but here is what I am going to tell you. Here's what I am going to tell you. And I hope to God you listen to me. Whitney case may have applications now. Here's what you need to know. All these companies have to report forward-looking statements, right? That's their job. So now imagine the accounting department. Imagine they're the CPAs who work for these multinational companies where one little change that Trump says has a complete that's called FOMO. When you look for something hard to get excited about, boy, that's called FOMO. Watch some TV. I'm serious. Watch some television. All right. Watch some television. Marvel. Let's look at Marvel. This is a bullish setup, David. This is a bullish setup, my friend. This is what this man is saying is a bullish. If you think this is a bullish setup, you need to go somewhere else, David. You need to go somewhere else. If you think, David, if you think Marvel's a bullish setup, let's go to Brooklyn and I'll sell you a bridge. How about that? All right. All right. It's not a bullish setup. It's actually a bearish setup. And if it goes right below here, it'll become an A line. Whatever you say, David. I'm going to evict you if you keep doing this and disrupting us. All right. So, all right. So let's talk Turkey here. How are these companies? How are the 500 of the biggest companies in the world going to give you forward-looking predictions? Forward-looking. That's what they're doing. Forward-looking predictions. Can you answer that question? So the amount of money, the cost them of getting the goods and services here is going to cost them more, but they don't know how much. We don't know exactly what the tax rate is going to be. We don't know the tariff rate. How much predictability? Let's say you're a company right now, a foreign company that helps only when there is certainty. I know, but I'm talking about right now. Earnings are right now. They can't say, let's wait till we have certainty. They have to say something right now. Cyrus, we'll cover CRWD. I'll talk about it later. Michael says 0. Sean says they will not provide guidance. Glenn says very difficult to see any forward direction. Mike says fuzzy. Santiago says speculative. And I'm going to tell you guys something. You guys are all right. Everything you've said is 100% true. I agree with all of you. We can assume there will be. Garen, I think you are right. My point, and I think everybody seems to be agreeing with me, which isn't very common in this room, but yes, we're all exactly on the same page. And forget about anything you know about the markets for a second, okay? Just think about common sense. Think about companies, businesses. Just think about it. They're going to play it safe and not guess. Agreed again. So far, I've agreed with everybody. Let's see. Marge says dartboard. Yes. So let's, Carlos, stay on the topic. Please stay on the topic. Let's stay on the topic. So we all agree, we're all agreeing, everyone agrees, and I think everybody agrees that we have no clue. If you have to make a prediction, make money, one will be right. Santiago, but stick to the topic. They're not going to do that. They're not going to guess. That's not what companies do. They're not in the business of guessing, especially when they have a way out and they have someone to blame. Now, you see where I'm going with this? So companies, unless a company is retarded, and most of them are not, and most of them have a licensed CPA who will get sued and fired, and he doesn't have to lie. He's going to say, there's absolutely, how can any business have forward-looking statements in this tariff situation? I agree. Hey, we're all saying this, folks, no need to get excited. We're all saying exactly the same thing, Cyrus. So think about this now. Earnings is about to start, right? Right? We're starting earnings right now. Companies cannot give us forward-looking statements. even if they wanted to. We all agreed on that. So, do you see that as being bullish? Boyd says, what percentage of companies are impacted by tariffs? We're acting like 100. That's not the point, Boyd. It's not the point. It's not the goods and services. It's the companies that work. It's the companies that provide parts for it. It's the companies that provide shipping. You're missing the point. The supply chain, Boyd. The supply chain is completely busted. We're not going to move on, Dennis. Not for a while. So Boyd is not on the same page, Dennis. Boyd, you got to look at it a little more. You got to look at it. You got to look at it from a different perspective. This messes with our supply chain 100%. Okay. Exactly. He was a manufacturing VP for a major forecast with all this uncertainty. Of course not. You'd get fired. So my point is this. Think about this. We need earnings right now to be really, really great. But nobody really cares about earnings, right? Unless they're horrible. Everybody, everybody, uh, everybody is concerned with what is ahead, and we can't give anything that's ahead. How do you think that's going to reflect on the stock market? And finally, I've moved on. How do you think that's going to reflect on the market? Do you think that's going to be peachy for the stock market? Now, just to give you a little reminder, chip stocks. Now, I'm going to repeat something I've been telling you for for 3 quarters now. And some of you who've been here every day will remember this because remember, we watch a soap opera and soap operas repeat themes every day. So, remember when I said to you 3 quarters ago, AI, tech stocks, you'll remember this in a second. I said to you, they said that in the future we may have some bad numbers. And then they said that we're still okay, but in the future we may have bad numbers. And then last quarter, you guys remember that, HG. I've been saying it now for a very long time. Well, now the rest of the world, that was December. Now the rest of the world, now the rest of the companies are in that same boat. And have you guys seen what happens with exactly, David? Uh, Sean, can we stick to the topic? How about we stick to the topic? So, do you see the problem? Do you see the problem? We need a boost from earnings now. That's going to be the catalyst. What is the Fed going to say? We're not going to do anything. CPI is moving well. PPI is moving well. We don't need to do anything. We're gonna just do what we've been doing. It's working. And Trump can't say anything about that because it happens to be true. And let me tell you, I'd be the first person to get on them because you know how hard I ride Powell. I don't let him get away with anything. But it's true. The PPI and CPI to add, it would be great if it was weak. Then Trump can say, look, see, our numbers are weak. You got to lower rates. But the numbers were good. The CPI and PPI were good. So Trump can't do this to Powell because Powell will be like, look, whatever we're doing, it's working. Okay. So that's out of the window. That's out. So what are they going to do? They're going to say, due to tariffs, we have absolutely no clue what's going to happen in this world. And that, my folks, is bearish. That, my friends, is bearish. That's not bullish. Right, Cyrus? Exactly. So all of this is bearish. You need to, the market has to be propped up by something. It constantly has to be propped up by something. By the way, QQQ is gaining relative strength, Matt, just FYI. All right. So that is a big problem for me this quarter. That is a big problem. So now we have uncertainty with global economy, and now we have earnings in the short term too. That's a big red flag for me. And now I'm ready to move on from this topic. What is this? David says, investing.com warned on Tuesday France must urgently reduce its budget deficit. President of the United States has started a hurricane whose consequence, I'm just reading what it says, will not end anytime soon. Well, there you go. Exactly. So we're all saying the same thing. We're all saying the same thing here. All right. We're not disagreeing here. Okay. So is the bond market really reacting fast to bounce from this area? Not really. I mean, it's looking okay right now, but not seeing anything. We got the 8 day, the 15 day, the 100 day, and the 50 day right above us. You got to have some real fundamental catalyst to move this thing all the way up here. And when you do, that's your first breakdown level. We can easily break down from there. Come up here and break right back down. Not buying it yet. Need to see volatility decline substantially. Substantially. Volatility hasn't moved in the last pretty much where we started today. And the market is doing this. So this is not fantastic. It's not fantastic. US dollar, no rush to come back up. SPY. SPY's having an inside day. Let's continue drawing our little picture that we drew. Let's update it. Let's update our picture. See how it's getting tighter and tighter? Let's continue updating our picture and waiting to see if it breaks and takes out the low here today. Because if it takes out the low, it can test 436, 434. I'm not seeing any major rush for it to break out. Do you, Matt?
No,
He speaks. He speaks.
I do.
He does. He does. Look at folks, look at the long side. Look. This is what I'm saying. When the market's choppy, you don't want to use the right side. Look how chopped up you would be. That you want to, I mean, today's nothing's happening at all, but I mean, look at this. Just chop suey right there. All right. All right. Volt is dropping down precipitously. Yes, I said precipitously right here. Not good. Not good. Although it is pretty choppy today. All right. All right. All right. See you later, Don. Have a good one. All right. Let's continue now. So, very little directional bias, very little trading. Let's now look at stocks, okay? The short side. I am definitely leaning more to the short side than the long side. BMY, I'm going to set an alert. One day, that's good. Stop loss will be right here. Yes, yes. And it's also overbought, Boyd. Remember I told you last couple of days that I expect gold to come back down to the 8 day EMA. It's a little overdone. We talked about it. We talked about it in the morning yesterday, today, and the day before. And I showed you the Bollinger width too. Uh, Options still suck right now. On these short stocks, is the best play a straight short since options are too expensive. That would be ideal, Garen. That would be ideal. If you could swing that, that would be the best right now. That's my preference. 67 or 74 delta. You can go right here, 74. There's not a lot of implied here. 53 put, 24 days out. It's actually pretty little spready. Everything is spready right now. Oh, good, Boyd. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Look at that, Matt. We're back to where we started once again.
Yep.
Can't get a break today. RXST. No, not this stock. Meta. Starting to get bearish on Meta. Matt, see if you could find me a bear call spread on Meta. The options have tightened for weekly cash flow. Would you? I like Meta to the downside. You would probably want to buy the 535 and sell the 530 if you could do this for less than $2.50. I know they suck, but they're getting a little better than they were earlier today. They probably still suck. They sucked earlier, and they still probably suck. But here we are. But I sure like this setup. Okay. Albemarle, 24 days out. And in case you're curious why I'm not short any of these stocks in the pit, it's because I have a short in the pit already, and and it's doing just fine right now. I mean, it's bucking the trend just fine. 67 delta right here. You can get a 63 right there. If you want to do a spread, you can go ahead and buy the 57, sell the 56 for about 50 cents. Yeah, they'll suck tomorrow too, right, Karen? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, low volume. Yes, that's right. Bur Keller. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but Burr Keller. Yes, low volume too, to add insult to injury. Hey, Omar, how are you? EMN Kodak. Now you might have noticed that Kodak and Albemarle, they're both basic materials, so you don't need to do both. And these are relatively spready. I remember a few years back, T-Buzz was fixated with Kodak to the upside. They made a real big move. It was a long time ago, long time ago. It was like I don't remember, but I remember he was so excited about it. But anyway, the options are too wide. Plus, you already have Albemarle. You don't really need to do anything else. CNMD. That's a nice looking stock. That is a nice looking stock. Whoa, well, that was what was the last? When was the last time I said that? Right, Brendan, you remember that? Yeah, you were in that move. It was 2020. Wow, yeah, it was a long time ago. Sounds about right. Sounds about right, Michael. Sounds about right. Too spready, too spready. Brendan, you remember that too? Yeah, yeah. Kodak. I remember. I was like Kodak. No, Murray. It was about 5 years ago. It was these guys are right. It was about 4 or 5 years ago. T-Buzz went ballistic on Kodak, and he made good money too. It exploded. I don't remember the details, but a long time ago. I saw him this morning actually. This company makes chairs. They make very comfortable chairs where I guess a lot of people will not be using if the economy tanks. It's in a nice descending triangle. Now, just a few things. My suggestion would be to wait for um, my suggestion would be to wait till we broke down a little bit, maybe about 1578. You remember that, Ira? Good. You may T-Buzz, he comes up with them sometimes. I never in a million years would think about trading Kodak. And it was cheap. It was like a penny stock or like a couple of dollars. Again, I don't remember the details. Anyway, you may want to wait. You see, we're still in this channel. And the problem with the channel is till it breaks down, it can still continue doing this, and it can continue doing this for the next God knows how long. So this is an anticipatory trade unless you wait for price to break down a little bit, okay? I'm going to talk about Palantir in a few minutes. I haven't done the long side yet. And Matt, can you post a link? I have a class at 1 o'clock. If you guys missed my end of year projections or predictions, I'll be doing that at 1 o'clock. 31 days to go. 20 put right here. It wouldn't be the worst idea, Dave. So I would be very cautious. I like this a lot, but I want to see it do something first. But I like it. Now this one is already below that level. See, I think. Hold on. Nope. Same thing with this one. Needed to break. Definitely something I'm watching closely. Needs to break that level. Once it breaks this level, it'll be good. I do like this stock. 24 days out, 74, 69 or 74. One of these, even either the 1450 or the 15 put, they're right here. There you go. Kodak was going to make medical stuff for Trump. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Hydrochlor. Yes, yes. I think you guys are all right. You guys have great memories. I just remember it had something to do with Trump, and it was Kodak, and it just ballooned up, and he made a bundle on it. All right, let's now do the long side. Oh, I posted the wrong ticker symbol. Posted in the wrong place. There it is. Crowd. I like this. I like it a lot, actually. I'll add a VWAP to it right now. Set an alert. Yep. I like this right now. I do. I do. Were you able to get that spread going, Matt, for Meta?
Mm-mm.
Too wide?
Yeah, a little bit still.
All right. I like Palantir, but remember what I said about Palantir. It needs to break above this area. I have an alert set, actually.
Also, the money wasn't there.
Ah, no, we don't want that. It is just a rotten time. I can't do spreads on anything. During COVID, yeah. But I like where this stock is going. Can you check, see if you could do it on this one again, Matt?
Yeah.
All right. The spreads look like they've tightened a little bit. Um, don't know. These options are just something. All right. It can come back up here, about 121, potentially. Philip Morris. Philip Morris. Option chain is, there we go. Right here, 152.50. Sounds good. Good for you, man. Good for you. I hope you have a fantastic day, Frosty B. Yeah, Philip Morris. Yeah, Altria looks okay too, although I like Philip Morris better. WMB. Sean says, "Can you why Philip Morris is better?" Here's a chart of Philip Morris. Look at how it's trading and look at where it is compared to the high. And look at MO. Look how choppy it is. And look at where the high is and look at where it is. Choppiness, too much volatility, too much deviation from the high, where this one has a nice clean trend, much better quality chart, a lot less volatility, and much tighter and much closer to the high. You're welcome, Adam. You're welcome. I appreciate it, Adam. Got to be careful right now, guys. Got to be careful. You got to be careful, and you have to learn to read price action. Just put this here. Look how clean this chart looks. Anyway, I'd go on this one about 24 days out, about 72 delta, 152.50 right here. CNP. I hope I answered your question, Sean. 75 delta, 36 call. And not as wiki. Thank you, Brendan. FMX. I would be careful with this thing. I would be really careful, and options are shit. So I would be really, really careful. I mean, I like the stock, but I would be careful with the options, and I would just be careful with foreign assets right now, because we all know without getting into details why. Um, Bottom line is this: the market. I mean, look at this. This is the market today. I don't even know what to say here. There's nothing to say. This is not a tradable market. You have no you have no edge right now. You have zero edge. I mean zero, 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 zero edge. Uh, I'm going to try to find some trades as I always do. But the problem is, the more I try, the more I realize I'm just looking for something. And when I look for something, it usually doesn't end well. You know, you know how they say the best things is when you're not looking for things. That those are the best trades. So, I, I mean, we've been in the same day trade now, just to give you an idea, for what, 2 hours, Matt?
Yep.
2 hours, and the price is where we entered it
Yeah,
right
we're
now. I mean,
flat.
flat literally right now. I mean, do you post these spreads? I'm an alpha. Do we post these spreads? Do I post these spreads? Which spreads? I don't post this. I just read them here. Yeah, don't chase. Yeah, flat tires. Yeah, or that's it. All right, guys. Matt will post a link. I'm gonna see you guys in 10 minutes. If you wanted to see about the I almost forgot. I almost forgot to talk about the Matt. Do you have it on your screen? The fragment, the fractal.
Uh, Let me grab it. Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, take over. I want Matt to show it to you. So what we did was I created something really cool for you, something that I was going to charge $1,500 for and just sell on its own, but I decided not to do that for you. So what I did was, um, here's the page for YouTube right here. So what I did was I created something for everybody who has the Pro Trader dashboard, uh, and I'm not charging anybody for it, but I created a tool which we also use in the AlphaZone Pro. It measures momentum without lag. But for stocks, 5 minutes is not really great. I wanted to give you a better time period. So what I did was I made it 5 minute, 15 minute, and 30 minute, and I put them into one. And it's gonna be there it is. It's right there. So you could see how momentum on the stock is looking. You could see if momentum is turning red, or if momentum is turning green, or if momentum is turning blue. You could see it right there. Red means it's being sold. Yellow means it's a little better. Light blue means it's a little better. Blue means it's being accumulated like there's no tomorrow. Okay. No, Jason, there's no download link. Do you have access? Jason, do you have access to the Pro Trader dashboard? No? Then no soup for you. Also on TradingView, Matt, we made this for TradingView, right?
Yep, it's
Yeah.
in. We have it
Yeah.
for TradingView.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not. This has nothing. This is something we made ourselves, and it's called a triple screen. It's a triple screen viewer, and you could see it all right there. And it's very self-explanatory, and it's the best confirmation for the Pro Trader dashboard you will find. It's very self-explanatory, and you could see you could see red, light blue, yellow, red, yellow, light blue, dark blue. Very, 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 very simple. All right. I will talk to you guys in about 8 minutes. I'm including this in for Thinkorswim and TradingView. William, that's a question you need to ask for customer service, but the answer is yes. All right, folks, I will see you later. I will be doing a class in 7 minutes. We posted you a link, and oh, look, we're finally in the positive on the trade. Mazel tov. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. It's an update to the Pro Trader dashboard. Pro Trader dashboard. Okay? Ciao.
Uh, I'm already ahead of you, Roger. Bye, everyone.